Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. I think they released this. I think they wrote this article right before they realized how much of a giant flop this movie was going to be. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy. And, this is just one of those other little articles out there that are kind of going alongside with what Rotten Tomatoes is saying by how wonderful this movie is and how amazing it is. And, if you have no love for the Terminator franchise, then yeah, you might enjoy it as like a Netflix rental or not, they don't even rent anymore, just a Netflix watch, a Redbox rental, something like that. It's an okay action movie to throw on in the background while you play video games or whatever. If you have any attachment to Terminator, you're going to be upset by it. Now, of course, the Rotten Tomatoes scores over here, 85% audience score and 70% over there with the critics. Is it a terrible movie? No, it's not. It's not that terrible. Is it a good movie? No. No. It is not Terminator 2. It's really, really not. And of course, these reviews, good job telling a fresh story. I asked for my money back. Solid popcorn flick, no Oscars, plenty of action. It's fair. It's fair. I don't think it's a 4 out of... I don't think it's like a 4 out of 5. I give it a 4 out of 10. I think it's a little closer to right there in the middle, mediocre. I actually have the attachment, and of course check out my John Connor video. Hashtag justice for John Connor, and everything about why the movie flopped, despite the fact that it is the gayest Terminator yet, according to Christina, whatever her name is, from what is this, Slate? News and politics. I don't care. So this is another Mary Sue sort of site, probably, if they talk about politics ball and all the crap that I just don't get into on my channel. Last summer, when photos from the set of Terminator Dark Fate showed Mackenzie Davis sporting a fashion bowl cut, grimy tank top, and massive deltoids, Alphabet people Twitter lost their minds. Well, yeah, I mean... Short hair doesn't mean gay. Sorry to tell you. Sorry to tell you that. Sometimes if you look like an alphabet person, you are not one. Because, seriously, it's a stereotype. It's a look. Maybe she just wants short hair. Maybe she doesn't want it getting in the way of, I don't know, protecting the... You can't... I have very long hair. I pull it back when I eat. I pull it back when I do dishes. I pull it back all the time because it gets in the way of stuff. Imagine if you're out there and you need to swing your arm, like exercising even. You need to swing your arm and smack something like a Terminator coming at you. You need the short hair. So just short hair doesn't mean, all right. Those two looking at each other doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I kind of get the vibe from her. But then again, this is me reading the subtext, and that is perfect to keep it in the subtext and these sort of things, because this movie's already a giant pile of Wokemon, race swap, gender swap, etc., just completely, full spoilers, destroying Terminator 2 to swap everything out. Oh, you like John Connor? Well, now he's a woman. And yeah, that's kind of what they did. That's kind of what they did with this. Had they made this instead of a time-honored classic that is quotable and amazing, it probably would have been fine. It probably would have been up there with that. Yeah, it's a decent one. I mean, but everything else detracts so much from it, and it's one of those movies you have to play all these mental gymnastics with it, and even then with me, I'm not the hugest action movie car chase sort of person anyway. I zone out quite a bit with that type of stuff. But if that's your thing, then more power to you. I don't think it's that good of a movie. Praise raised down from the internet's thirsty Q words, and I'm pretty sure some actual drool rained from my mouth. Oh, really? Yeah, and that's the thing. I like her in the movie. She's a good actor. She's decent. I like her in *Halt and Catch Fire*. I like her in everything I've seen her in. I don't care about the love story in this one. It's not really relevant or necessary. It really, really isn't. And you can have female relationships that aren't, that are completely giggity relationships, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you can have female relationships that are more mother-daughter sort of things, and then you can have the giggity mother-daughter sort of things that we always see on the hubs and the, those sort of sites. Stop making it what more than it is. You're trying to get the L audience in there for a girl-on-girl action movie with, and that's not what this is. That really isn't what this is. Davis is already beloved for her turn exploring a queer desire while mentally traveling through time in San Junipero episode of Black Mirror. In the Terminator shots, she's become a full-on sex symbol. I think she still kind of looks like a guy, and I don't find her so much as a sex symbol as just a pretty decent actor who can actually do a pretty good job with the physical stuff. I mean, but that's fine if you're looking at her like that. I certainly prefer more curvaceous women when I'm looking at them. Also, yeah, if you enjoy that, like, subscribe, share. YouTube's really, really killing the algorithm here, and I don't know why. Well, it'll pop up. There we go. The share button is really, really important, so make sure you're still subscribed if you do like my content. And what the hell? Subscribe for a jiggle, right? We'll do that. Because I'm talking about girl-on-girl action, and you know what? What kind of a YouTuber would I be if I didn't give you guys something to look at, right? The funny part is Davis's character, a mechanically enhanced human from the future named Grace, wasn't supposed to be sexy at all. Well, she's not. She's not, really. She's not. She comes across as going back in time to save the chick that kind of protected her, and she views as a mother. So that's, we're getting full spoilers into this. Davis told Vulture that she was involved in discussions about her character's appearance, and director Tim Miller didn't want it to be sexy. And he didn't want it to be a sweaty male version of a warrior. He was like, I don't want it to be filtered in that way. Speaking for myself and the vast majority of my keyword friends, he's failed. Well, that's fine if you're attracted to her like that. You don't have to push it as being this giant icon of the community. When I think that's kind of the problem with the community anyway. As somebody who tries their best to not be a part of the little clique, right? Because those are the clique who use the words like breeders and old straight white dudes and that type of stuff. So I don't want to be part of that clique. Oh Lord, and of course, and they don't like me anyway because I'm only the B in the LGBT. So. You're not gay enough. I know. Fine. Whatever. Who cares? Suck my dick. I don't care. Not that I have one, but, it's a figure of speech. Luckily for us, no one is forced to view Grace's bulging arms, alternative lifestyle haircut. Short hair is not an alternative lifestyle haircut. What are you smoking? And where can I get some? Bulging arms? She's still teeny tiny. Yeah, she's got some tone on her, but she's still a size 0. She's still movie star thin, right? She is still weight clause in her contract, has to stay a certain size. I mean, she's naked in this because it's a Terminator movie, and anytime somebody goes back in time, they're naked. I mean, I'm surprised they're not like, oh, are we gonna see her butt? I take it as, it's a Terminator movie. That's how they travel through time. It's established. It's canon. But they don't really care about that because, screw that. Screw everything that happens in the other movies. This is important now because we're doing it, not you. You're old. Screw this movie. Seriously. Terminator Dark Fate doesn't give its character sexualities, and there's no covert no crap. It is a subtext. It's as a queer text. No, it's a subtext. It's a subtext that you can kind of take as a couple of glances here and there, and you can interpret them any way you want, because Tim Miller, let's face it, not that great of a filmmaker. Look what he did with this one. I know a lot of people like a lot of his other works, but seriously. Dark Fate's a story of 3 women who band together and save the future because, Terminator 2 is obsolete. The future world, which is ravaged by, it's Terminator. They go back in time, blah, 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 blah. Hamilton, a queer icon in her own right, brings a gravelly voice and mega butch energy to the role. She was never a queer icon, though. She was just a strong female character. Just because she's a strong female character doesn't mean that she has to be a queer icon, right? You can have a tough action movie chick without them being, the icon that you're trying to make them out to be. I've never heard of this. With her aviators and sweatback silver hair, she almost resembles an aging car swisher. So far, so gay. Well, and she chose to dye her hair silver. Her hair isn't normally that gray. She chose to dye it that color on purpose for this movie because she wanted to appear older. And she does. I mean, she sounds like she's smoked a couple packs a day for the last 20 years. She probably has. But seriously, these people, we got a good queer role reversal motif. No, you're just reading more into it. You're not. Oh God, screw this article. No, there really isn't unless you're looking for it. And then they're going to complain that it's not over the top and in your face and it's not marketed as that. And that's why it failed, because it wasn't representative enough. Or we're just homophobic. And like, well, guess what? Tim Miller didn't want it in the movie. He didn't want any romance at all in that movie. So you're just reading into it what you're going to read into it. And I'm waiting for the next couple of days for all the articles to come out and say, oh, the fans are just a bunch of istophobes, right? And that's what they always do. They always say, oh, you're an ist, you're a phobe, you're... No, you're just being a movie that was completely irrelevant with a bunch of member berries, and then you just stomped them like they're grapes, okay? That is not how you make these movies, and that's what they keep doing. Hey, remember John Connor? Oh, fuck him. Shoot him in the face in the first 5 minutes. No, don't do that. Same thing they do with every one of these movies. Hey, remember Han Solo? Oh, he's dead. Remember Luke Skywalker? He's dead. Who cares? Throws a lightsaber over his shoulder. Are you kidding me? Will you stop baiting and switching us in these movies? I have yelled about this article long enough. Like, subscribe, share. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you see the movie? Hashtag justice for John Connor. Hashtag movies are not mandatory. I will see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.